How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here as we react to My Hero Academia. This is episode number 15 for season 4, which is Smouldering Flames. And it's been a while. It feels like it's been a while. It feels like it's been a month since I last did My Hero Academia reactions for some reason. I think it's only been 2 weeks, but then again, January felt like 500 years, and we've just started February. I think this is the first Saturday of February or whatever, no, I think it's the second, but that's not the point. The point is that it's been a while, and I'm kind of glad that I had the week off last week because of the fact that I'm still dabbling where to put My Hero Academia reactions for the future, because for those who are not aware, Toho Animation have been blocking my reactions left, right, and center. And yeah, I can try to dispute their claims, but it's not going to work. Like, wet toilet paper is more effective, as I said. So, yeah, I'm currently going to put this reaction on Google Drive. So, that's not a permanent placeholder because that's where I store all my extended reactions. It's probably going to be unstreamable, but I need to guarantee where I'm going to be posting these reactions. So from here on, and for this episode, if you want to follow the reaction itself rather than listen to me ramble, then you can go into the comments pinned, or you can go into the description below. That will be where the link to the reaction itself is. I'm also trying out like a new camera, which I'm still figuring the kinks behind it, so it's a bit laggy, so there is that as well. But yeah, last episode, not heartbreaking. It was not, well, it wasn't heartbreaking, and it certainly wasn't gruesome for Overhaul, as Chisaki lost both of his arms, meaning that he is no longer able to bring his father. His father is basically, he's basically left for dead. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing where this new direction goes, because I think this is the closure of the arc that we were on. So we're going into a new arc. And I think a few people have even said that I'm going to enjoy the next phase of My Hero Academia, so that's really, really positive, as long as it's not dark and heartbreaking and gruesome, because, yeah, my heart is shattered from that first part of Season 4. But with that said, let's get into My Hero Academia. This is Smouldering Flames. I was going to say Bright Future, but we're not revisiting that, because I don't want to be hurt again. I'm going to be hurt 10 times worse with Smouldering Flames. Just watch. This is episode number 15 for season 4. Let's go. So yeah, I thought that was a really, really impressive start to the second part of this season. I think it's going to spin into a more light-hearted direction if the intro is anything to go by. I think there's going to be some kind of musical event with the different amount of instruments that was thrown into the intro. They're not there just to make things fancy, but I think there's going to be it's going to be a lot more lighter than the first part of season 4 was, definitely. But also, I think that we're going to have a lot of focus on Jiro as well, which is welcome by all means, because I know that Kirishima had a lot of development in the first part of season 4, and I really, really appreciated that. That was one of the great aspects about the first part of season 4. But if we're going to have a lot of focus on Jiro, as the intro seems to indicate, then that's really, really great stuff to see. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing where things do go, especially with Gigantomachia. We set things up. He seems to be like the next main bad, or something like or something along those lines. Yeah, like, he seems to be a very, very interesting character. Someone that All For One reached out, so he wasn't just tending to Tamura. He, like, Gigantomachia seems to be like the next best thing. You know, you always got to have backup plans, and it seems like Gigantomachia was him, and Kiriguri was seeking him. And I was wondering, when are we going to see Kiriguri next? Like a few episodes back, and lo and behold, the good news is that Gran Torino managed to snag him, but not without taking significant damage from Gigantomachia. But he seems to be like a very, very interesting character. He seems to be a character that does have All Might a bit shaking up a bit. So like you had that like, I don't know, you had that like that feeling that he was going off into space remembering something until he got distracted and was like, oh wait, so yeah. I'm really interested to see what they do with him, as well as other aspects. Like we're going to see Bakugo and Todoroki get their licenses, which is awesome. It was something that I did like. It was something when we concluded season 3 that I was hoping we would get in season 4. And because we didn't get too much of Todoroki and Bakugo in the first part of season 4, this is really, really awesome stuff. It means that we're going to get a lot more of them too. I think we've already got a lot more of them in this episode than we have done in the entirety of season 4. So I'm really, really excited, as well as returning with Yurashi and as Kami as well. The real Kami this time. No cheap tricks this time as with Toga. So yeah, I'm sure I saw her in the outro as well, like younger as well. But yeah, she just kind of looked. There was like a small girl like with fangs in a sense, and she kind of reminded me of Toga. So yeah. But no, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do. We've got a couple of returning faces. We've got Mira back as well, wondering how many times he's just going to doze off. We got Gang Orca as well, who was I really, really loved his like presence in the in season 3. Yeah, it was really, really good. I really loved Mirio, the stuff with Mirio and Izuku. Like Izuku is definitely going to be wanting to check up on Mirio because, as he pointed out, he lost his quirk and he lost his master as well. So there's got to be naturally a lot of concern for someone with a lot of heart about, okay, I need to check up on this guy because he's just lost 2 very, very essential parts of his life, and I don't want him to be broken. And then there was a sight to see when he was just doing like exercises with his legs. So yeah, Mirio is quite enthusiastic, but still, I'm still not accustomed to the flamboyancy of his character. But no, I'm glad. I was really, really powered by Mirio's motivation to keep smiling and to keep pushing on, because he doesn't want to he doesn't want to like upset Eri. He wants to smile for her, and he's taking Night Eye's words to heart. So yeah, sorry, that was just my girlfriend texting me. Oof. Yeah, I was going to say, it was really, really good for Mirio to focus on I guess you could say, bright future. But not just that, though, but to carry, like, he's lost so much, and he's carrying so much heart and so much inspiration to push forward. It's just really, really beautiful. And like I said, we don't deserve Mirio. He's just a shining ray of delight. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guilt. Deku even feels that, like, if Mirio had One for All, maybe he could have saved Night Eye. And I really loved how Mirio denied One for All. He was like, I don't want that. I don't want to put that burden like on you, and I can still get my quirk back once Eri is a bit stronger. So he's already looking at that potential. He's looking at that potential scenario. So yeah, and like I said, even if he doesn't get his quirk back, I think he proved in episode 11 that he is one badass son of a bitch. He took all those blows, he lost his quirk, and he still wanted to go toe-to-toe with Overhaul. So he could be, one of those heroes that does not have a power, but is still an incredible badass because he showed it against Overhaul. He never quit. And I really, really loved that discussion with Mirio and Deku. I also love the focus on Uraraka as well, because she was very out of character. She's very, very sweet and very, very flamboyant, but she feels responsible. She feels like if she could have done more, then she feels like she should have done more. But I love how Aizawa is being the supportive role. Like, especially this season, he was supporting Deku. Like, he was saying, "I'm not going to stop you from going after Eri." And he's comforting Uraraka. This is making her feel like shit. And Aizawa's comforting her, saying, "You did your best, 20." So, yeah. So I really, really enjoyed how he was being the supportive role. But this was a very, very great start for season 4B, I guess you could say. Yeah, it was great. Like I said, I love how we're getting back onto Bakugo and Todoroki as well, seeing them squabble, as well as Endeavor and All Might. That should be a very, very tasty discussion, because as he said, we haven't seen them interact since he lost his quirk. So it should be very, very interesting to see what goes down in that discussion. But I really loved how Todoroki hung up on his father, because we do not respect Endeavor whatsoever. Like, he hung up on him and he couldn't deal with his shit. So I really, really liked that, because Todoroki deserves better. So that was a really, really great episode. I'm really excited to see next episode, especially if we're going to have a bit more focus on Bakugo and Todoroki. So that should be really, really rad. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds, Too Much Coffee, BT Dubs, if you want to. I fucked up the outro, but let's start from scratch again. You can subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles.